Hello and welcome back. My name is Amir and this is day 21 of Advent of Code 2022. This puzzle is about the monkey math. The monkeys are back, but they're not going to steal our stuff, so that's a good news. The thing that we need to do is doing some math problem solving. So we have been given an input like this. Each monkey has a name like this, and they have a job to do. And the job is to yell out whatever is that provided here. So for example, this monkey will yell out 2 whenever he is called. But it will get more complicated. There are other monkeys that are dependent to other monkeys. So for example, this monkey needs the value that these two monkeys will yell out. And then he will subtract them together and then he will yell his number. So HUMN is 5 but DVPT is 3, so he will yell out 2. But for example, CCZH needs SLLZ and LGVD. Where is LGVD? LGVD is here and he is dependent on these two, so we are going to go deeper and deeper and like a recursive function. So it will be something like this. If this is the monkey that we want to find the value for, he is dependent on two other monkeys and these two are dependent on two other monkeys and so forth and so on. So it's like a tree. Okay, so our job is to work out the number that the monkey named Root, this monkey, will yell out. Okay, so this is the example. A lone member means that the monkey's job is simply to yell that number. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this is more explanation on what this puzzle works. And yeah, so for test we would need to get 152. Okay, so let's go and start. I don't think it's too much hard. I will start with this monkey and we'll look at if this value is provided or not. If provided, then we will add these two. Otherwise, we will go to this monkey and look for its value, which is these two. Okay, so let's go and start. Let me copy this first. Okay, so save. Let me log the data first to see. Okay, I'm getting the data, so this is right. The thing is, I need to get the input. So let me log this. This is the input. So yeah, I'm getting the monkey and the operation he is going to perform. Cool. The next part is I need to get a map or object of the monkeys. So this time I will go with map. Monkeys is a new map. Then for each of these lines I am going to set the monkey value. So I would say so these are our monkeys. Cool. Uh, Now the thing that I need to do is recursively, starting from root, recursively call a function that will go through these file and find the values. So let me write it. So I would say something like and I need to write this function. So now I need to get these values. So I'm getting this and I'm splitting by space to get these values. Right. So if there is no OP, which means this is just a number, then we are fine. We will return that. Otherwise, we will recursively go and call the values for these ones. So fine. If not, otherwise we need to evaluate whatever this one has and whatever this one has. Right, so it will recursively evaluate these two values. And surprisingly, I think this is going to work. So let me check. Yep, very good. Now we're getting this number, and yes, it was correct. Let's go to part. Due to some kind of monkey elephant human mistranslation, we misunderstood something. Okay, so the first thing is that root should be equal, which means that it still listens for two numbers on the left and right, but now checks if they match. So okay, so here yeah, so here this is like equal sign. Okay, second, you got the wrong monkey for the job starting HUMN. It is not a monkey, it is you. Okay, so so HUMN is us, but what should we do? You need to figure out what number you need to yell so that root's equality check passes. Okay, this is getting complicated. The root will check this value and this value, and we need to somehow provide a number that one of these that is connected to us will change and gets equal to the other one. So we need to go deeply into the monkeys and see which one is connected to us and which one we can change so that the other one gets the same as our number. So this is a little bit tricky. So let's start with the code. I believe this part is the same, so I will not change these two. So I need to get the left and right monkey of the root, these two values, and then see if they are connected to the human or not, and if they have a number or not. So let me write that. Okay, now I'm getting the left and right. Now I need to check if they are connected to the human or not. If the left monkey is connected to the human, then I need to find the number for that left monkey and the number that this monkey provides. Right? Otherwise, if this one is connected to the human, then I need the human number for this one, and the um, so I have um, included two functions, which will one will get human number and the other one is getting the monkey. But of course we need to write these two functions. Okay, what does the monkey number do? Monkey number is the same as it was before, so it will go down to the monkey and will find the number that monkey will yell out. This is fine. Then we have the human number. Monkey and another value which is provided by the other monkey number, and then based on if this monkey is connected to the human, it will provide the value. So let me first write the is connected one that checks if that monkey is connected to the human or not. So function I will first, as always, take these three parts, M1, OP, and M2. This part can very well go into a function. If it's a number, which means if OP is not there, so if not OP, which means the this is the value for this monkey, then this is not connected to a human, so return false. Then otherwise, if M1 is human, HUMN, right? Or M2 is human, then we are connected. If none of them are human, then we need to recursively check M1 and M2. Right? So this will check and find the monkey that is finally connected to a human or not. Okay, so this looks right. Let's get to the other part, which is the tricky part for getting the human number. So it takes a value and a monkey, and let me get some room here. First, again, I need to get the values for that monkey, so this time I will call it let. I'm getting it from the monkey and everything is the same, but let me call these ones left and right because I'm going to change here, change left and right based on the if the left one is connected to the monkey or the right one is connected to the monkey. Okay, so the thing that I want to say here is that if the left one is connected to a human, then we need to take the left one and based on that do the operation reversely. So instead of adding, we need to subtract the values from each other. Instead of multiplying, we need to divide them together to get to the value that the human will need in the end. So let me write the code. I think the code is the best thing to describe it. Okay, I think now it's much more clear. Based on which one of these is a human, we will change the operand, the next operand that will be used here. So if left is connected to the human, then we need to get the monkey number for the right. And if right is connected to the human, then we need to get the monkey number for the left. So this is the way to do it. If either of them are connected. So I will do something like this 4 times. Right. If this is a star, we need to do division. If it is a minus sign, then we need to get the this is the other way around. So for the minus, we need to get the monkey number of the operand and then add it to one of the two. If our operand is right, then we need to add it to the value, otherwise we need to add it to the minus of the value. So this is value always, but either this is plus or this is minus based on that. If we are using the if the operand is right or left. So instead of writing two if values, I will just say get some room here, something like this. Right. And then for the division, it's basically something like this, but with some small change. So I would say return the monkey of the operand, and instead of plus, I would say times the operand. If this is right, um, then do the multiplication. Otherwise, we need to do the division. So we multiply by value, or we multiply by 1 slash value, which means the division by value. Okay, so this is for the part that the operand is a human. Otherwise, we are working with two monkeys. So what should we do then? Either way, one of these two will finally get connected to a human. So we need to check that. I would say is we'll just check that if left is connected or not, and based on that we will go on. If left is not connected, which means right is connected, then we need to switch the left and right position for the rest of the operations that we perform. So I would say just switching here, and we'll check these basically the same thing here but with different operands. So if we are doing the plus, we need to get the human number for left and the value minus right, and this is going to be the same for the rest with some changes as we did here. So for times we would just divide left by right. For the minus we do the addition. So yeah, I need to add the plus sign the other way. So here this would be value. I need to check that if left is connected or not. So is left right. So this is now correct. And for the other one, for this one, I need to get the left and then monkey number of the right. Now this time I need to do multiplication, and is left connected then value, otherwise 1 divided by value. So this will call the human number recursively until it gets to the value that we want. Okay, so this looks right to me. Let me clear here. So monkeys that get monkey is fine. Monkeys that get root and then split here. So now I'm getting two values. Void, this is the log. Yeah, I don't need the monkey number here anymore. So this should be our value. Right. So I think the tricky part with this puzzle was to figuring out this part. This took me basically some time to figure out how to do this. We could have like different nested ifs here and check that, but I think this is more readable to the human eye. So again, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day ahead, and see you tomorrow with another puzzle then.